Your Excellency, the AU Commissioner, representing the AU Chairperson, Your Excellency, the representative of the UNECA, Your Excellency, the representative of ILO, let me say, as we always say in Nigeria, all other protocols duly observed. We are here today and tomorrow for a purpose. The purpose is youth empowerment and youth employment in Africa. Brothers and sisters, let me welcome you all to Addis Ababa for this unique conference on a very pressing issue for you, for me, and for all of us in Africa, and indeed, even for all of us globally. Yes, it is a global issue, but we in Africa are more hit than other regions of the world which have safety nets to manage, control, or absorb the impact through different social security measures. Let me, at this juncture, thank you all for being here. I hope we will have a very exciting, interesting, and fruitful 2 days of deliberation and dialogue. I must hasten to thank the chairperson of the AU Commission for her commitment to the issue generally, but particularly to this conference and the subsequent dialogue with our leaders which comes up tomorrow. I must not forget to thank our other partners without whose support this conference and dialogue could not have taken place. Here I must particularly single out for mentioning the Islamic Development Bank, the Economic Commission for Africa, Tony Elumelu Foundation, the United Nations Population Fund, the World Bank, and others who have made contributions in one way or the other. The uniqueness of this conference is the opportunity to dialogue with our leaders, all our leaders, and for you to be able to express to them, almost on the basis of eyeball to eyeball, your fears, your hopes, your aspirations, and what can be done to work together, all stakeholders, to achieve the desired result that we must achieve to prevent disaster in the short, medium, and long term. It is not that our leaders had not paid some attention to this issue in the past, recent past, the last 10 years or so. The Ouagadougou Declaration and its plan of action for the promotion of employment and poverty alleviation was adopted in September 2004 at an extraordinary session of the Assembly of the Heads of State and Government. In January 2010, AU Heads of State and Government adopted a decision to promote youth volunteerism as a tool towards youth empowerment and employability skills. In April 2011, the 8th session of the AU Labor and Social Affairs Commission, the ministers committed to achieving accelerated reduction in youth unemployment by 2% per annum through the development, financing, and implementation of multi-sectoral and cross-cutting youth employment action plans. The Malabo Summit, held in June 2011, on accelerating youth empowerment, calls on stronger engagement of the private sector and development partners towards promoting youth employment. The decision also calls for the establishment of a dedicated youth fund for the promotion of youth entrepreneurship and skill development. The OOF and the Clinton Global Initiative held a side meeting in New York in September 2013 titled Creating Jobs for Youth in Africa by Catalyzing Private Sector Investment. Africa Agenda 2063 and the recommendations from the youth in May and November 2013 are directed towards decent employment. These declarations and resolutions are good, but most of them never go beyond the occasion when and where they are made. It is time for us to go beyond platitude and to challenge ourselves to accelerate youth employment in Africa in concrete terms. Whichever statistics you take, the situation looks grim. Yet, I strongly believe that we can change the situation. Dealing with this issue of youth employment is a we effort and not a they effort. Production must be relevant, philanthropy must be catalytic, consumption must be contributory, and youth must be participatory. Government must lead in designing and implementing sustainable, encouraging, monitorable, and measurable policies and programs. Government policies must be to create conducive environment for the private sector to thrive and to create jobs. Youth constitutes an incredibly valuable asset that need to be harvested. But I know from my experience as a farmer that before you can harvest, you need to sow, nurture, and progress to maturity. When people talk of the future, it tends to give false impression that there is time and we can be complacent. The future begins today and now. Without a job, a person's life is half empty, unsatisfactory, and unfulfilled. Your dignity with your honor is encapsulated in your being gainfully employed. It is part of the essence of your being human, and indeed of your being African. In our culture, it is normally a thing of shame, not just for the individual concerned, but also for his family, to be seen to be jobless and unemployed. Empowerment and employment go hand in hand. The foundation of empowerment is education. Education in quantity and in quality. In the next 6 hours or so, let us soberly, seriously, candidly, realistically, and relevantly discuss this issue. Let us analyze and distill critical factors, responsibilities, programs with timeline of what Africa has to do. Tomorrow, you will have opportunity to present to our leaders the outcome of your deliberations of today. We must have a follow-up program so that annually the AU Commission and the OOF can give progress report and you can monitor and measure what progress is being made. Let me leave you with one idea, and I know you will come up with many more. Why should any item of expenditure by any government, private sector, civil society organization, or international organization in Africa not indicate the quantum of job that will be created with such an expenditure? And as the project or the program progresses, we can monitor and measure the actuality against the projection. It will put everybody on the alert. It will take us from the realm of talks to the realm of concrete actions and results. Let us now begin to work. I wish you a successful deliberation. While I thank all those who have made preparation for this meeting in the AU Commission, in the OOF, in the ECA, in the UN FPA, and all those of the government of Ethiopia that have been of great help in the preparation. Thank you very much.